Mars.
Count it up, count it up. Other niggas wanna mount the must. Other niggas ain't as wild as us. I need a freight just to count it up. Count it up, count it up. Other niggas wanna mount the must. Other niggas ain't as wild as us. I need a freight just to count it up.
So take a look at me every morning. Every morning it's the same thing. I oversleep, look at my phone, realize I have not enough time, and yeah, that happens. I am late as hell. I literally have 1 hour to pump and dump, and my hair looks a hot mess.
Welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a little while, but we are back. Island Time. This is volume 4, episode 4. And you know this is your boy Sellers. Like a little empty today, but you know we're going to rock it either which way. And we have a special guest in the building. You need to smile because you know what you're doing here. We have a special guest in the building, Tashea Richards, a.k.a. Curly Bae.
Hey guys.
Everybody.
What up?
Curly Bae, Curly Bae, Curly Bae. That's fam.
No Yankee Daps.
No Yankee Daps. That's fam. She was here for the first episode. She helped us getting this thing started. So she in the mix and she on a tear. I know if you follow her on social media, you know what she about. So if you don't know what Curly Bae about, Tashea, you need to explain to the people what you about.
Okay, so pretty much Curly Bae embodies just everything a strong woman or a strong person stands for. So pretty much it's just taking your insecurities and making it work for you. So you know how, I mean, everybody have insecurities.
Yeah, everybody.
And pretty much what you try to do is, instead of concealing it and trying to hide it from people and being embarrassed of it, instead embrace it and just make it your own. If you know for a fact that maybe, I don't know, like,
Wait, I have a big head.
yeah, you got a big head.
Yes.
So
that's why I wear hats.
You know,
why they still cut my hair nice.
But it could still work for you though.
Yeah.
You know, that your big head could be probably the logo for Island Time.
Right?
People associate big heads with Island Time.
Okay. So for instance, would you say one of your insecurities were your curly hair?
Yeah. One of my
why?
biggest insecurities was that, because the way how society put a focus on what I should look like. They say, oh, well, you need straight hair. By the time you're 13, you need to have permed hair. You need to make sure that, you know, your edges are laid. And that's just something that, I mean, yeah, it looked cool for the time, but it still wasn't me, you know?
Especially in America.
Yeah, especially in America. It's many times that I've actually felt that I wasn't worthy enough, because there'll be girls come in flipping their hair, and then they look at my hair and they're like, oh, your hair's different.
Oh no.
Bitch, what?
No way.
Bitch, what? Wait, hold on.
No way.
And like, I've even had people to like texture shame me. Like, they would tell me, oh, like if I'm not wearing weave or if my hair isn't straight, they'd be like, oh, you have black hair? And I'm like, what?
So it's so rough for a black woman.
Like, I am black. What you
In
mean?
America?
Of course I got black hair. Like,
I mean, of course you gonna flaunt her black hair. It's her hair. You know what I mean? But I mean, I could understand though, because at the same time, like you said, the insecurities about your hair is, let's say if you don't have very long hair and you have natural hair, you know, it's kind of hard to get styles done.
it shouldn't matter. There are many styles, and now that if you know that since 2009, the sales for relaxers actually dropped 36%.
Oh, that's real.
Yeah,
That's real.
It dropped 36%. That means so many women out there are now embracing the fact that they can be beautiful with the natural hair that they've been born with.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, they don't have to spend tons of money on being beautiful, because they are naturally beautiful and they make it work for them.
I agree. And that's kind of good for empowerment too, because at the same time, you get to look at yourself as a different animal now. You embrace the days differently. You wake up differently. You have a different swagger in your walk. When people start complimenting you, it's like, okay, now you see
That's
why
reassurance. But the thing about it is, you have to live without trying to get other people's reassurance, you know?
Like,
they're
come
gonna
naturally.
jump on. One thing I've learned, especially about growing up in St. Thomas, because I used to get roasted all the time. I had a big ass head. I mean, listen, my head is big. I never grew into that shit. That shit just grew. So pretty much, like, with when it comes to your hair, I mean, you just gotta make it work for you. You know, God gave you that hair so that you can rock it, and for you to chemically process your hair for all those years, that obviously can't be good. I mean, look how many people are dying from cancer, and they're wondering what the hell is going on. It's because you're putting all these unnatural objects and unnatural
TV.
chemicals in and on your body. And I mean, if you can eliminate one unhealthy habit, why not it be harsh chemical processing, you know?
Because, you know, most people have to hit home, or they have to know somebody who it happened to before for them to say, okay, this is something real. That's why I notice about us.
Or they could lose their damn edges and be walking around bald-headed.
Yeah, looking crazy. Looking real crazy. But okay, so we see you have a lot going on. Curly Bae is going crazy, is on fire right now. I've been seeing a lot of good feedback on that. Give us
the love.
it's nice. Give us a tour, like not a tour, but like a mind tour about a day you wake up in the morning. How does that go? One of your busiest days. How does that go for you?
Okay.
For you to coordinate from the hair to the clothes, because you know you got a big ass, and everybody know you got a big ass. How do you get all of that to focus on? Don't worry about me down there, but I still have to beat this day. I have to kill this day. How does that go? Hello.
All right, so I've been on a journey, and it's been pretty much, I literally found out recently that I've had to lose myself in order to actually find out who I am. So I've been on this journey where I've had like almost every occupation ever, and one day I just woke up and realized that, hey, I'm sick and tired of being on the wrong side of the interview table. I want to be able to work for myself and be able to say, hey, this is what I want. And I have a little one that I need to set an example for. That's why I go to school. That's why I intern. That's why I work 3 jobs. And that's why Curly Bae started, because I want to make sure, like, both of my parents, they're both business owners, and I'm pretty much,
Okay.
I'm like, why the hell am I not doing it? If they could do it, then why the hell I can't do it?
Exactly.
So when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I think of is Curly Bae. Curly Bae is my baby. The first thing I think of is
Gem.
what I'm gonna do.
Gem.
What people are gonna. It's not what people are gonna want to hear, but what can help people to help, you know, build them up. Like, I'm the kind of person, I would rather be positive and tell you, hey, you're doing a great job, or you're not there yet, but you're getting there. I see you on that path. I would never sit there and tear somebody down for trying, for doing the right thing.
Exactly.
So when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I think is, okay, how can I brighten someone's day? How can I make someone else's day better? How can I make myself better than I was yesterday? So, I mean, like the makeup thing, I don't really wear too much makeup. I pretty much literally, I mean, if y'all follow my Snapchat, y'all see, like, I will walk out my house any old way.
She be
I
wilding.
don't even, and I still be getting hit on.
She be
She
be wilding.
like, so I
What's
don't.
your Snap, by the way?
It's forever_shines.
Follow her on the Snapchat so you can see what she's talking about, and you get more information on Curly Bae as well.
Yeah, so I honestly, I don't even walk out of my house to impress anybody. As long as I know I feel good and I know I look good, I really don't care. And then, you know, as soon as I brush my teeth, get a nyampi on my eye, the first thing I do is I check my stats. So I know when y'all be clicking on my links, and I know who be liking and unliking. So y'all need to make sure you follow me on Facebook and make sure you sharing those links. Because it not only benefits me, but it benefits everybody else out there. It gets the message out there.
It's a positive vibe, I noticed, because when you see people genuinely sharing it because they like what you're doing, you could tell those who actually with it, and you could tell those who just follow suit.
Yo, but you remember the Diva Light video I did?
Yeah, with the ring.
Yeah. So someone sent me. Well, somebody put it on my page today, and they were like, "Oh, well, I just shared your video, and now my friend just made her own Diva Light because she does makeup," and that made me feel really good
because you inspired something.
None of these people I've ever met in my life before, but yet they're on my Curly Bae page and just giving me love, and I get more love from people who I don't even know.
That's how it is.
You know, and then of course I got my little inner circle. Big up to Gifted Oils. Big up to Braided by Wire.
Yeah, we got some real supporters, man. We just stick around each other because that's how you build each other. That's how you build an empire.
Big up to Jeremy.
Big up to big boy Jeremy. That's how you build an empire, though, and that's why I like, because like I say, people to me, they're backing your stuff just because it's trend. Okay, this is what he pushing. It have to be something good. Obviously, I'm gonna push nonsense.
And I appreciate it. I appreciate
yeah,
it.
for sure.
I appreciate the love.
For sure. And anybody else doing something positive, that's what we about. So it ain't about, it don't have to be about no big business. Business is business, but we ain't on that. Come talk, you know what I'm saying? Let's push each other. You know, shout out to V-Trilla. She be,
yes.
oh boy,
sis.
she is dope. She's another one on the up and coming.
Hopefully we get to collab one day.
Oh, she'll pop up on you, you know? And we get that going, you know what I'm saying? But I heard you say no Yankee Daps, so I mean you're following the show, which is good.
Of course.
So you have to shout out to Represent T Clothing. Oh my God, that's a good design. Did you see the shirt?
I did not see the shirts. I'm not gonna lie.
We're gonna have some of the pictures of the shirt up so you go.
I need a shirt. Represent T. I need a shirt.
Hey, Represent T. Curly Bae edition. Talk to her. We're gonna go on a quick break. Quick 5-minute break so we could get to the sponsors and everything. We'll come back to you. You good?
Hey, good. You good?
Alright, we good.
Alright.
Island time. We'll be back.
Curly Bae all day.
Oily answer. No minerals make hair grow longer, yo. Inna me head, it a bust inna me ear, it a shine and inna look the same. Yes, let it manifest with gifted eyes. And you dreads, yo, you feel like the best. If you really wanna step out in style, you need some gifted eyes when you laugh.
Welcome back, everybody. You know, Island Time Radio, episode 4, with Curly Bae in the building. Tell everybody what's up.
What up, guys?
We are back. You know, I told you guys we had a treat. You know, she's been on fire on social media for at least the past couple months now. She's been gaining a lot of flack lately, you know, over her methods, and I think they're very nice. They're very refreshing. So you want to give us a little recap of the Curly Bae edition of what you got going on for everybody to understand exactly what it is and what you're trying to do?
Sure. I'm just trying to push empowerment. I'm trying to push confidence and just being fearless and, you know, not be scared to take risks in being who you are and just being, you know, positive. Just being a positive person in the community and being able to share the love.
Well, it's definitely spreading because everybody is jumping on the bandwagon, which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? And as far as, you know, we based in Orlando, so we get a lot of good feedback from home, and that's the purpose. That's good. That's the foundation, being that we in Orlando. And we've been having bad weather lately in Orlando, and she had to go through a lot today. I had to go through a lot today, but now, being that, you know, you're on the Curly movement, and this bad weather, that don't mix. Right? That don't mix. So how was your morning today? How did you start the day? Was it hectic?
Yes.
Let's hear
yes and no, because I've been trying to do this twist out for the longest.
This.
right?
Explain it to me. Let me understand.
Okay. So pretty much what a twist out is that you have to just twist your hair and then just let it set for a little bit and then untwist it.
Mm-hmm.
But
sounds simple.
The thing about it is the trick with natural hair is it's very sporadic. It does whatever it wants, whenever the hell it wants. You could do the same style 50,000 times the same way, and it would always be different every time.
So you gotta be on point every time.
You just never know what it's gonna turn out with, like. So you're just gonna have to just rock it, you know.
All right, so
just take what you got. So pretty much, what I do is I do the lock treatment. If you guys know what it is, like literally, I wake up with my hair looking like a bush. I don't even like tie my hair down or anything like that. Mm-hmm. So pretty much, I'm always on the rush. I'm always going. So I just clear my hair out, wet it, put some oil on it, and just twist that bad boy up. Like I even have a trick to it. I have a video coming out next week, so you guys take a look for that.
Curly Bae.
You'll be able to see how I get ready in 30 minutes or less. Now I take this mop and make it look a little like people. So stay tuned for that.
So this morning you didn't look like that.
I did not. I don't even want to show a picture. Like,
nah, you need to show a picture.
Like,
that's how you make believers.
Okay, so you guys watch the video and you'll see what I'm talking about. You saw the video.
I saw it.
Exactly.
I saw it. That was pretty wild. That was pretty wild. I can imagine that's every black girl with natural hair. That's your daily issue.
You don't wake up perfect. Nobody's perfect, but
and you always late because of it.
I'm always late because I like to sleep.
Okay.
I would walk on my house looking crazy now. Shoot.
Well, that's...
I put a bun in that thing and keep it moving.
Well, that's what's up, man. But, but being in America, too, it's a little different.
Yeah, you're scrutinized. And they tell you, like, they don't actually come out and say it because you know how people are so subliminal these days.
Yeah.
But pretty much kind of look down on you, like you're not good enough, like you're unkempt, you're dirty, because you have hair like this, like...
Yeah, that's crazy. That is real crazy.
They even associate it with you being incompetent for having hair like this. Like, oh, you don't know how to comb your own hair.
Yeah, like dreads, all that stuff. They think that automatically equals that, okay, you don't know what's going on. You're probably from the hood. And
Exactly.
that's what we deal with. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, there's a lot of injustice been going on.
Mm-hmm.
Here, we have the big Kaepernick situation where he decided to sit for the national anthem. Everybody...
I love that movement.
I mean, I don't see the problem. I don't see the problem at all because he didn't do anything that bad to me.
Actually, it's actually, to me, I think it's genius. I think it's brilliant. It's a peaceful sit-in,
Mm-hmm.
and it's creating a lot of controversy. It's getting a lot of people to talk about it, and people are actually listening to the message. If all of us decided we were just gonna go and sit down in a public area, sit down, sit down. We're not even harassing anybody. That's not considered a sit-in. You need to sit down where it matters.
For sure.
Sit down. Those people gonna go crazy when they're doing the national anthem and somebody sit down. They go crazy for that craziness.
Well, at the same time too, if you didn't know who he was then, you definitely knew who he is now.
Yeah.
And that's what the awareness, what he was trying to say. Who don't have a chance to speak, who don't have the voice like he gonna make his voice be heard.
And you know what's so shocking though is that during basketball season, everybody was giving LeBron James like all this slack because he was chewing gum or he was being disrespectful throughout But the thing was, if he was able to do that, what he's doing, then he would have been able to speak to the masses because everybody loves LeBron. Everybody loves him or hate him. Either way.
Everybody don't love LeBron.
Everybody don't love him, but everybody's talking about him.
Everybody don't love LeBron.
Everybody's talking about him.
We gonna fix that quick.
All right,
he's the man, but everybody don't love him. But
everybody don't love him. But at the end of the day, he's a bigger figure than what's his face, Colin. Okay, I don't even try to pronounce his last name.
Kaepernick.
Exactly.
Kaepernick.
Look at you.
Kaepernick.
Karuche.
Karate. That sounds like something
Carrot
like
cake.
that. Caliban. Calabasas.
Cucaracha. I'm done.
I'm stumped. Okay, she get me.
I got you.
Okay, she get me. She get me. Okay, so that's the American injustice that we have to deal with. But then now, going back to our beautiful paradise, we have something else we have to deal with, and that's the crime and you could call it injustice too, because the politicians are doing what they do.
Don't even get me started.
Oh.
Don't even get me started.
Oh.
To tell you the truth, right? They call it paradise, but it's an ugly place right now. Like, honestly, it's have all these beautiful people there, and it's a beautiful place. And over the years, it's just being torn down with negativity. It's just being too commercialized. And what's happening is that people are just bringing the American mindset to the Virgin Islands.
You have a point.
And it's just like, and I feel like it's, they say it's not from the TV, it's not from the rap, but I believe that's where it's coming from. Like, this is where all of this is coming from, because, I mean, even back when I was in college and people tried to start the Crips and the Bloods and all this craziness.
I remember when that started.
Where was that coming from? That wasn't coming from
Lil Wayne. Everybody wanted to be a blood after Lil Wayne turned a blood, telling you the truth.
Yeah.
And it was our TV and music, but at the end of the day, that's what people wanted to be.
And at the same time, they need to realize that this isn't reality. I mean, it's reality for some people, but that's the ugly part of America. Why would you want to take the ugliest part of America and bring it to a beautiful place?
True.
That's just mind-blowing to me. And the fact that we're losing people, we're losing people at the masses to the point where we don't even feel it anymore. Like, oh, so-and-so dead? Oh, okay.
And that's the truth too.
Show me the pamphlet.
I imagine that my cousin was just talking about this the other day, and she was like, she don't want to get to that point where she getting done to it by saying it's already happened. Like,
it's already been
You know what I'm saying? You wake up and you're like, okay.
The only time I would feel something like really
when it hit home.
like is like if it's my father. Like somebody shoot my father, I going crazy. I tell her right now, if any of you fuck with my parents, y'all going down.
And she's serious.
Like I serious. Like it's ignorance. People don't need to lose their life because you step on the shoe, you sleep with a girl, you
Justice
do whatever
for
the
Bria,
case is.
by the way,
exactly.
she didn't even deserve that.
She didn't deserve it.
And that's still kind of messing with me and a lot of people I know, because that's like, don't take big man business in a big man area, you know what I'm saying? You just don't...
Exactly.
Who does
and
that?
shoot out in elementary schools and summer camps. Like,
who does that? You know what I'm saying? That is pretty messed up, and that ain't gonna go on.
And what is the government doing? Like, I started that hashtag impeach map, and I don't even care. I don't even care if I get in trouble for that. Big belly
map. Yeah, map.
Listen.
Hey, map. Hey.
Honestly, it's like, what is he doing for the community? Instead, what is he doing? Eating the money? Like, what is he doing?
Might be, like,
really, because he's obviously...
Might be. Might be.
Because he's not inflicting the fear. He's not showing people that there's consequences to their actions. It's people are getting away with murder. And he's not doing anything right now except what? Like, you don't even see him unless he actually has an agenda.
Map ain't doing that. What Map doing?
I can't tell you. He's walking around and somebody else is holding his umbrella. Like
over there, like DJ Khaled, a big pun. Ew, Foswell Bentley and Diddy. That's the kind of vibe he on. So I mean, he just eating up the change then.
That's all he's doing. I feel like the government is misappropriating the funds. They've been doing it for years. When I've actually worked in the legislature for 4 years before I joined the military, and I kind of saw what was happening firsthand, and I was hearing the rumors, and of course I'm not going to get into that because that's politics that I really, shouldn't talk about. But one thing I do know is that why is it that we have a 3-story house back at home?
I don't know why I almost asked you and say we had a threesome.
No.
But we gonna go back to that. I don't know where that came from, but go ahead, I'm sorry.
We have a 3-story house back at home. My grandma, she barely does anything. She just sits at home. She doesn't even watch the TV. Why is her electricity $450 a month? $450 a month just to use one room of the house.
Nah, man, that's
exactly.
Somebody hit the glitch button, man.
They're charging us. They're charging us for the street lights. They're charging us for what on the taxes that the government isn't paying on their own bills. Like, do you know that the government buildings in the Virgin Islands, if they don't pay their WAPA bill, there's a law that says that they don't even have to pay it. Their lights would not get cut. So it's been years and years of them not paying the bill. So guess who gets it falls back on?
On you.
On people who are making $8.50 an hour, barely making it,
taxes,
and now we have to pay almost $200, $300, $400 for a 1-bedroom apartment. It does not make any sense. And what is he doing to fix that?
I don't know.
They were bringing solar energy into the Virgin Islands. Some people, I guess, it was approved, but at the same time, it's not saving us any money. It's not doing anything for the community. We're not doing anything to get the Virgin Islands to back where it was, and that's how the Virgin Islands is going to crumble. And look at Cuba. Cuba right now, they're going to be on the next big tourism place, and we're going to be dead. We're going to be dead.
See?
We're gonna turn into St. Croix. No
Offense, but that's just what it's looking like for real. And then that's why they come about.
The Navy ships aren't even allowed to come in the Virgin Islands.
That's why they say about sharing a lot of these articles too. See, people that get confused when if you laugh at something, but then again, if you keep sharing it, what happens is it goes viral, and then it get all over,
awareness.
And it brings awareness to people who heard about St. Thomas and Carnival, and then they say, but wait, there's a lot of stuff. A lot of bad stuff I've seen about St. Thomas. When it's time to research it, to go there, that's the money, that's the tourism. In the long run, if that keep happening, then what? Then it's going to be an issue. And
we're going to feel it. It's going to, especially once people are start going to Cuba and realizing, because Cuba is going to start making so much money, and it's so huge. They're never going to run out of resources. It's been years that we've been cut off from Cuba. That now that everybody's going to be able to go, they're just going to go they've come to St. Thomas for so long and used up our resources to look where it is now. And we're not even building it back up. Instead, we're just putting concrete over it and just calling it a day.
Right.
We're knocking down trees. In front of Hooters at St. Thomas, they're knocking down all those beautiful mahogany trees that could be bringing in money
that's rich
to the
nigga
Virgin
trees
Islands.
right there.
You know?
Mahogany.
Mahogany.
Almost could smell. That's like the tree they make Hennessy with or something, right? Nah? Okay. Anyway, that's another story. But at the same time, though, you as Tashea Richards, Curly Bae as a brand, right? Do you see yourself going home and speaking to schools, to young girls in particular?
Of course. I
That's
do.
something in your plans?
Yeah, within the 5-year range in my 5-year business plan. But what I want to do right now is that I do want to just bring awareness, period. You know, and eventually I will start to do conventions, and this month is going to be a pretty busy month for me because I'll be doing BlogCon, and I'll be networking with a lot of bloggers to collaborate and be able to get my message out. And eventually I want to start a foundation to be able to just build up the community. That's the biggest thing for me, because my kid, our kids, and our family has to live in this community. Do we want to live in a community with degenerates, or do we want to live with people that actually has some damn sense?
Yeah, I mean, it's,
you know,
at the end of the day, that's not a lot to ask for, you know, and I totally agree with you. And we, as Island Time, as a family, we gonna back Curly Bae. We're gonna back you because, you know, we believe in the movement, and, you know, like I said, you've been here from day one, and we appreciate that. And we thank you for coming on the show tonight, because this was really important to get out. You know, we've been off the scenes for a little bit, but we back now. We getting things back in motion, and I feel like you were a really important piece of this episode tonight. You are on fire.
Thank you.
And we want you to keep that fire blazing. And we want to thank everybody for supporting Island Time and Curly Bae. You know, we got a shout out to Solely Responsible Kicks all the time. That guy out there blazing with the shoes. If you don't see it, act like you know. Dre say all day. You know what I mean? Represent T. Again, they out here doing real good. KGP. We have to shout out KGP for sure. They out here. We have to shout out Braided by Wire. Because Braided by Wire, she is hot in these streets out here. Trust me, anybody come to Orlando, they getting do up by the baddest.
Get locked and loaded.
They getting locked and loaded, and that's just the truth. Anytime I see somebody here, they're taking pictures in that salon down my Curry Ford, you know what I'm talking about. And then you have to get gifted oils in the building too, because that's the next piece of the puzzle. I even use that for the little, that's why my beard is kind of coming out and flourishing now. I got little waves
my
and
little
things.
shave side.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you try it on and you feel like, what? You know what I mean? Looking good, you know what I'm saying? And that's how you build up everybody. Everybody's entrepreneur, everybody's celebrities to our eyes, because we look at each other as king and queens.
Friendshipreneur.
Hey, friendshipreneur, situationship, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? We all love each other out here, man, and we all want to see each other, you know, do better. So stop the violence out there. Think about what you're doing, man. Think about the future. Think about everybody. It's all love in the VI. If you have anything else you want to tell the people where they can find you on social media?
Sure, make sure you follow my blog at www.theofficialcurlybae.com, as well as follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Oh, and you could follow us on Facebook. You already know Island Time. You know, we have Snapchat. We have the flyer. We're going to put up on ITC because we're ready to get out of here right now. You know?
Yeah.
Thank you for coming out. Thank everybody for coming out one more time. And
thanks for having me.
You already know. I know this is a hell of a woman. I know you see the pictures. Follow that blog, fellas. And ladies too. No hate. You don't have to hate. You know what I mean? She love you. See, she's a nice girl. She ain't out there stuck up. You know what I mean? She's real nice. And she's very smart. You know what I'm saying? And we mess with her out here. So we're going to hit her up next episode, man. We out of here. Peace.
Don't tell these bitches they tryna get paid. Been down and out for some days. 2020 gotta watch for the snakes. Who you lie with them? You can lie to them. Hit this in your bitch.